Welcome back to the Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast. I'm your temporary host, Chad. Brian was going to be out sick tonight, but he has made a miraculous recovery and is going to be here. So tonight we have our Super Bowl 58 recap, Genesis Invitational Gonnervay with Tiger Woods returning, and some sports news to get to. Today is Thursday, February 15th. Michael, Kyle, and Brian, the Kansas City Chiefs, are back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Are we surprised?
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Fuck the Chiefs, because they always do it. They're always gonna do it. They'll be here for a while. They're not going anywhere. Also, I called it with Tiger. He's never hosted N1. He's +1. Hopefully makes a cut, but not looking great with the back spasms.
Yeah, so
it's not looking good for us in the AFC West. Having to share it with Mahomes.
Oh, you meant the Chiefs West?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's
like
his
can't catch a break, man. When we were good in the early 2000s, I mean, at least Brady was on like the East, but he was still in the AFC conference, and now they're straight up in our. We got Brady. Now we got to battle Mahomes.
The
guys,
dynasty
NFC,
just moving.
You NFC East guys don't know what it's like to have to constantly be suffering with. I mean, I guess you have Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, he wasn't winning with the consistency of Brady and Mahomes right now. I mean, the one thing I will question though, the fact is like, you can't keep that team together forever. You know, there's definitely pieces like this was one of those ones where like when Brady won a couple of his, when it was just like Brady wasn't the guy like setting touchdown records. He was just managing the game. And
you had Hogan, Amendola, but he still had Gronk to throw to.
And Lawyer Malloy and Willie McGinnis. You know, all these really good defensive players, and like, you know, depends on how long Andy Reid wants to play. It's not determined, but they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, at least as long as the big three are together, which is Reid, Mahomes, and Kelsey. I think Kelsey's going to remain productive throughout the end of his career because tight ends always.
What happens when they get another fucking phenom?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it's not like it happens all the time. I mean, they had.
Doesn't have to happen all the time, though. They got Mahomes.
It doesn't. They can trade for it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I thought you were talking about a phenom like following Mahomes. I'm like, that's way down.
No. I meant like Kelsey, meaning you can say the trio, but like Kelsey's replaceable. Yeah, he's one of the greatest, but if one of the greatest says, "Oh, I want to go play for Kansas City and win a few," fuck it. You know, when Kelsey retires, they can do that.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a defense that does what they did, and then Mahomes does what he does in the final minute of games and overtime, you know, he seems he can make it work with anybody. You're right. I'm just agreeing.
Well, it also wouldn't have been the same without the MVP kicker. So, you know, just say fucker.
Yeah, he was looking pretty good.
Here's a question to ponder.
So goddamn fucking close, dude.
Yeah, man, I was kind of pulling for you to get that MVP with Butker.
$501.46 off a $1 bet, motherfucker.
Mahomes does it again. Mahomes does it again without a number one receiver.
Yeah,
it's
Rashee Rice was his
2 years in a row.
Most talented.
He doesn't need a number one.
In my opinion, but
and Harmon just got there like 3 weeks ago.
But he'd been there before.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah,
before.
I know.
They know how to work together. Clearly, as he threw him the fucking game winner.
Yeah, so
they had him run Tyreek routes basically because he's got.
I mean, who else is going to do it? Harmon's fast as fuck. He's 5'9".
Yeah, so we had T Swift get her first Super Bowl with Travis.
Yeah,
she was down there, and her bet the Travis Kelsey will get over 87 yards hit. So I won a little bit of money off that. I actually won a lot of money that day, but
I fucked on my.
How did our picks do, Brian? How did our scores do? Who's had the closest score?
Yeah, we all picked the Chiefs, so we all picked the right team.
I called 25-22.
I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Pretty sure.
Definitely
sure.
Something close.
You know, in overtime, without
I
a
said
doubt.
31-17.
And then Mahomes would win 5 seconds left in OT, without a doubt. Those things came out of my mouth.
All right.
I said it was
let's
going
see.
to double overtime at the beginning of
I didn't,
overtime,
but it
and I was
didn't.
this close.
But it didn't.
It was very close to
So-
double overtime.
Chad
said,
had
"Fuck
the
you."
closest actual score, 24-17.
That's lame.
Kyle, you had
close.
31-27. Not
That's
off.
kind of close too. If you
That's-
like
that's-
subtract like 10
I mean,
from each.
Margin of
3
victory
goddamn
was the
points.
closest.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Michael, you did 31-17. You just said
Yeah, it
that.
was nowhere close.
And I had 35-24. So,
Whew. Fuck. Way off.
But we all bet on the Chiefs, right?
well, we all had the Chiefs.
Yes.
Wait,
Michael
did we all
picked-
pick a Super Bowl pick at the
We
beginning of the
did.
season?
Oh, Super Bowl
was it?
pick.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. I picked the Ravens and the Lions.
It was so
No,
close.
none of
Kyle.
us picked the Chiefs.
God
I don't
damn
think any
it.
of us.
None
picked
of
the
us wanted to
Chiefs.
see the Chiefs
No,
win.
No,
Win.
next year it's going to be the Chiefs versus who cares?
Yep. We could do our Super Bowl prediction
don't
right
know.
now for
Because
next
guess
year.
what's going to happen? They're going to get an LSU wide receiver, a Bama wide receiver, or some other fucking wide receiver. It doesn't matter. They'll be fast as shit. A nice new rookie come in and be like, zoom, 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 dun, dun, dun. It's not going to matter who he throws it to, let alone free agency. You never know. Because Tony, if it was me, I get rid of Tony. He's a fucking liability.
So Brian, you got what we picked?
What if the
Beginning
next
of the
generation
season?
of Matt Castle?
I
Matt Castle
don't off the
season.
top of my head. I'll have to go back. I'll find it before the end of the show. I'll
It's
tell
all
you
good.
what we
It's all
did.
good.
We know Kyle wanted Ravens Lions. We knew
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I said 49ers,
I
but
still do.
I don't remember. I don't think I picked the Chiefs.
I'm pretty sure I probably said Chargers. Just
You said 49ers are the best team of football at least 8 times.
They
Me?
were.
They were
until
at least 8 times this
Hufanga
year.
got
I mean,
hurt.
they are on paper. They are. I mean, they got.
Yeah, paper
when they-
doesn't matter when
especially
you cash
when they
it
added
in.
Chase Young, that was like, what? They did not need that.
No, Chase Young.
Apparently
kinda
they
sucks.
did need it.
He kind of sucks. But what did y'all think
Yeah,
about the
he's
Super Bowl
overrated.
commercials this year?
Hilarious.
I thought they were pretty
Suck.
good.
Ass.
They were better than
What?
last year.
They were better than last year.
yeah,
Last year's
there was
were.
Yeah,
pretty good ones.
you
It
don't
was
you don't
better.
have a sense of humor, so that's fine.
Right.
Whoever said sucked ass.
Did anyone have a favorite commercial?
I honestly
Neighbor.
didn't get a chance to watch a lot of
Neighbor.
them.
Neighbor. He's
didn't
like,
watch a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
them.
the State Farm one.
he's
I
like,
did- I
no,
did
he's
see
like,
that
he's
one. That
like,
was pretty
you're a
funny.
backstabber. No, I'm a backstabber.
That a
Like, fuck.
Kawasaki commercial that was pretty funny. I
It's okay.
forget what that one was, but it was like subtle stuff. It wasn't too
Oh, the Kawasaki,
groundbreaking.
everybody, they drove by everybody and they all started growing mullets and
Yeah,
Stone.
yeah,
that was a
that's what it
good one.
was,
Stone
yeah.
Cold
Yeah.
grew hair.
Yeah,
Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold.
He's
That's
like,
what it
thanks,
was.
guys.
Yeah, the
that
Stone
was
Cold one
probably
was
the
good.
best one that I remember.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was,
He's
yeah,
bald.
That's an ode to us '90s kids because we all love
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
That was like, I was like, this is a Kawasaki commercial. Ew, what?
So real quick, I just thought about it. I just thought about the my pick for the year for the Super Bowl. I originally picked the Jets because
Oh yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
I had
Oh,
well no,
man.
but I picked the defense to do it, remember? I
Yeah,
thought
but it
that
didn't
Sauce
hurt.
Gardner was going to be Super Bowl MVP, and that was my original pick. Obviously, I'm sure I had a new pick come week 2.
As soon as Zach
because
Wilson took over.
Because of
I think
so-
everybody did.
Four
Yeah, the
snaps
Kings, the Dunkin' Donuts one with J Lo and her boo.
and on the fifth snap,
I had to go
he
pee in the
went
middle of
down.
that commercial. I missed it.
The Dun Kings was hilarious as fuck.
Yeah,
Um,
so
what about the
I'll try to
halftime?
find out what my new pick
yeah,
was.
what'd
do you
after
guys
that.
what'd
think
y'all
about the
think of the halftime show?
He
That was worse
fucking
than the
has it.
commercials.
Up
For
until
40
the very end.
For 45, he's still got it. Obviously, the shirt thing was for the ladies. We get it.
Give
He's
a
got
fuck
it.
less about like the first 75% of it, and then at the end it was good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you throw in the cameos, Luda.
Yeah,
Luda.
Ludacris was good.
Yeah.
And Lil Jon.
He,
Yeah.
he had
Dodgeball
that
ripping.
fro flowing, dude. That thing was out.
Yeah, that's and I mean,
Dodgeball reference?
The outfit? Luda's outfit?
Oh, I didn't even
Was
pay
it?
attention
Was
to
it a
that.
dodgeball reference?
Was it dodgeball?
Never.
Right?
I never caught that.
I didn't catch that
That's
either.
some deep cut shit
Look
right
at
there.
yeah, dude. Look at the.
I
Dude, I
think
knew it
Keys was-
immediately.
Actually, Alicia Keys was my favorite cameo out of all of
Look
them.
at-
She
ah.
was a good cameo to have.
Yeah.
No, I think he was going more so with
Can't go
the
wrong with Alicia Keys.
Fast and Furious.
No,
That's probably what it was.
look. I'm about to. Y'all are. Here,
Alright.
look in the.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I disagree. I think he was just going in lieu with what Usher had. Like it was just going, in semantics with
Well,
that.
Usher. No, I think Usher was more leaning towards that than. Yeah, I mean.
I think it was just something
I don't
different.
know.
But
I
hey,
thought
that's one way to look
dodgeball
at it.
immediately, so
Okay.
I just put it in the
I
general.
could see that.
Oh,
I just
okay,
thought
yeah.
I think
won't
his whole
argue
show
it.
was an homage to
Damn right you won't.
Las Vegas, more or less. I think that's more what he was trying to do.
Showtime type deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Patrick Mahomes was a Super Bowl MVP. He
Bullshit.
was 34-46, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 9 carries, 66 yards. Obviously, he had the game-winning drive in overtime with like a few seconds left. What are the chances that they're going to repeat again and have a three-peat?
It'll happen. But kicker scored 13 points. Just saying.
Anyway,
he only got.
but do
12.
you think they can repeat next year?
Yeah. Why not? Fuck
Well,
it.
here's my question: is like I think their 2 most important defenders are L'Jarius Sneed and Chris Jones.
Who are going to be free agents, right?
Who?
You
who's
don't
more
think they'll
important?
re-sign him?
Who do you keep out? I think you can only afford one of those.
You keep
if not
Jones.
either of them.
You keep Jones.
Yeah, I'd say Chris
I'd
Jones is
say
more
Chris
important
Jones,
than
too.
L'Jarius. Because
You can build around Chris
gives
Jones.
L'Jarius Sneed chances because he's putting pressure.
Yeah, you
So-
can build around Jones. Jones, you
L'Jarius
keep
is
as
sticky
long
coverage,
as
dude.
you
He's a sleeper.
fucking can.
They had the youngest defense in the league.
They always do.
The youngest defense, and they won a Super
'Cause
Bowl.
this
So
is
you
what
do
they have
everything
to
you
do.
can to keep it
Coordinator.
together.
Best defense.
Dagnolo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is why he's not leaving. They're retaining their people. Whereas other teams that do awesome, instead of getting more awesome the next year, they send them off to other teams. Fuck that. Build a fucking dynasty, have a good time, ride
Yeah.
it while you can.
I don't think Andy Reid's done either.
No.
I think he's having fun, even though Travis tried to assault him on the sideline.
It was passion.
It was very passionate, and like you can't do that to an old man. You can't just jump up
That's
on him and scare
elderly
him like
abuse.
that.
Man,
It's
man,
elderly.
man,
abuse.
Elderly abuse. We all witnessed elderly
Travis, you
abuse.
need
at
to
the
set a
Super Bowl.
better. You need to be a better role model.
By the way, record Super Bowl, longest Super Bowl in NFL history, and
Wow.
it also had the most viewers.
Yep, I heard
Ever.
like 123 million.
123, but it peaked
the
out at
average?
200.
Peaked over
200.
200.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 But is this also the time where there's been the most people alive?
Yeah.
I mean, it still has to garner eyeballs. Like MASH is like one of the top 3. Like the season finale of MASH is one of the top 3 viewerships of all time still, and that stands the test of time. That's for one of the biggest live television watched events ever. Crazy.
Guy is
Yeah.
the MVP.
So the 49ers didn't discuss overtime rules before
I don't
or
believe that.
strategy.
I don't believe
that's
that
what
for
they
a minute.
That's what they
There's
said.
straight up NFL films.
Because they're losers.
Mic recording. Oh, I didn't know that. Like
Yeah,
straight up, they didn't know
literally-
that.
they
Like
did
players
not
on
know.
hot mic that did not know.
That they were supposed to
You,
kick
you
the
don't
ball.
deserve your job if
kick
you know
the
that.
ball in overtime.
And then poor Steve Wilkes is the fucking fall man,
Yep.
even though it's
Yeah, that was
the man in
horseshit.
charge.
Make it
the
to the
man in
Super Bowl, get
charge.
fired.
I think this is a hot seat year for Shanahan. No matter what, getting to the playoffs is the minimum acceptable thing. You have to. I mean, not even like you got to get to the Super Bowl again. And if you don't get to the Super Bowl, I'm sure Kyle's not going to be their coach any longer. But
The fuck, I'm not.
it's
you don't think
it's
so?
hard to say. I don't know.
I mean, I
John
can
Lynch.
handle the job.
John Lynch has a relationship with him since he was a kid. You know, because of
That
his
don't mean
dad
shit.
coaching him.
This is business.
I don't know, it's business, but at the same time, it's like Yeah, I guess it's the owner's call.
You don't say.
I'm sure Niners fans would like to see him go if he fucks it up one more time.
You can't really say he's fucking it up though.
Yeah, he
He made
didn't.
it
This
to the
wasn't his
Super
fault.
Bowl.
Well, I
They
mean,
made it to
that
the
was his fault.
NFC Championship
Overtime
the year
rules.
before,
And
was in the playoffs the year before that. I mean, what the fuck? What else
I
are you
feel
supposed
like
to fucking do?
it was a mistake
Win the Super Bowl?
to take the ball first in overtime.
Yeah, that was a huge
You
mistake.
can say that only because they lost. If they had won, you could say it was genius.
No, because
no, that's still stupid. It's just like
you
it's
can
just
choose
like
to end the
college
game
just
with
like
a
college,
2-point
exactly.
conversion.
Yeah.
You want
That's
you want them to
know.
have the ball first. So you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that.
That's why it made it easier for Kansas City. So when they were driving, they knew that they had 4 downs. No matter what, they had 4 downs to get a first down. No matter what. So
Yeah.
it makes the game plan easier because you can, instead of on 3rd and 5, you can run a 3-yard run and not worry about getting
Anywhere on the field, you don't have
Yeah.
to second guess because you would
Exactly.
have punted most likely.
Right. So yeah, obviously that was a bad decision, but
I think the Chiefs would have won either way.
it's set up,
Probably.
another.
Probably.
I mean,
I
there's
would
no
Patrick Mahomes. So
It's hard to
Yeah.
debate that, but that's definitely still you're giving them an advantage out the gate. So it's just like, why? Why would you do that? The Chiefs players were excited and surprised that they did it. That's
yeah.
how big of a fuck up it was. Chiefs are like,
So-
yeah, why? What?
So real quick, I just went back and listened to when Aaron Rodgers got hurt on one of our old episodes.
Why would you
I
like that?
I never really picked someone else to win.
All right, Jets. It is.
So
You
Maybe
were,
next
But I
year.
will say
at the bottom of
that-
you were way at the bottom of the Atlantic.
I
right
was
now.
closest.
since week 9, though, I have said that I will not bet against Patrick Mahomes again. So
I want to say it's easier to guess the AFC and NFC championship than it is the Super Bowl, because last year, other than the Eagles start, they wouldn't have been my pick up until the very end.
well, through week 11, people had the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl. They were 10-1.
Yeah, I'm glad they
I
didn't,
did
because
not.
it would have been a waste.
No, I didn't either. I'm saying some people did.
Yeah.
Eagles
we knew
fans
the magic was
knew.
gone.
After the Bills game, they knew that it was over.
That was such a good game too, though.
I know. It's very shocking. So, all right, does anyone have anything else for the Super Bowl? Anything?
Sad NFL's over.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, Brian.
You say glad or sad?
Sad. I'm saying Brian's illness is due to NFL loss syndrome or
Gotcha.
separation.
No, that would be
anxiety.
you, not me. I have NBA and March Madness to look forward to. So
Yeah, that's true.
Well, just saying.
and
it's likely.
soccer season starting to
It
ramp
can happen
up, so
subliminally. Even I know you like the NFL, but it's hard to say goodbye no matter what. Even if you do have the NBA to fall back on, and I
my
don't
third
hate
favorite
the NBA
sport. So
playoffs.
that
I
kinda
just
hurt
hate
me
the
as well.
NBA regular season. I think the NBA regular season is one of the hardest things to watch.
other than baseball regular season, but yeah.
Or sometimes golf.
I'm
Speaking
sure
of
fans are
golf,
team.
the Genesis Invitational started today with Tiger Woods appearing for the first time in a very long time. He started off pretty well through 9. I think it was 1 under. He finished the day at +1. So he was having back spasms. So we'll see how he does. Kyle, what do you have to say about this? Is your favorite player? I mean, he's my favorite golfer too, but
But he's like one of my favorite people. So
yeah. So what do you got?
he and I have something in common. We both had fusions. He just had a better doctor and way more money in recovery. And yeah, anyway, he's come a long way, because I think people often forget that he was going through a pretty rough time 10 plus years ago, when he was like hardcore on the drugs and doing what he has to do to fucking not be in pain. Now he's come as far as he's out there, he's barely on fucking Tylenol, bro. Like, he is out there doing this at his age with his neck, body, and back. And those spasms are like somebody twisting a knife through your fucking spine. and then he goes and fucking hits some good golf shots. Like, fuck me running. That is impressive. Like, I suck at golf, but when my neck's fucked, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for the day. Like, there's no shot in hell I'm doing what he did. And it's impressive. I really hope that tomorrow, he gets the rest and what he needs, because Patrick Cantlay is a stud. And if you look at the lineup there, I mean, you still got Spieth in it. You got your favorite, or one of your maybe favorites, Zalatoris.
Yeah, it's a
You got
Taurus.
the Taurus, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
Taurus.
Gilmore's caddy.
Yes.
Yeah, literally, dude. He is so fucking funny. So,
A lot of big
Speaking
names
of
up there.
Happy Gilmore.
and
RIP
even Jason
Kyle
Day.
Larson.
Jason Day held the #1 card for a couple years there, not too long ago. I mean, you got some pretty good players hunting for that. And again, this is Tiger's event. Like, he hosts this and has for quite some time, and has been synonymous with, I believe, the Hyundai. Yeah, the Hyundai Genesis, right?
And don't forget Scotty Scheffler. Another.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, he's good.
He's there, but I don't like him. But yeah, just 3 under. Scheffler could definitely do it. JT Poston, I watched him. He fucking chipped one in and didn't even know it. He literally was in the sand and was just getting back up, looked back over, and like nothing to it. Just was like, oh, okay, well, fuck you, dude. But I'm not familiar with him. But hey, good for you, man. But we'll see. I don't know. If I had to put my money on it right now, I'd say Will and Jordan are fighting for it this weekend. Scotty might pull it out. You never know. If Jason Day, stays locked in, he could definitely do it. But what we all want to see is Tiger shoot like fucking 10 under tomorrow. Can it happen? Sure. Will it happen? I mean, I wouldn't bet my left nut, but you never fucking know with Tiger, bro.
Yep,
Like,
never know.
He's excited to be back. He got the fucking Masters coming up in the future. You got all the Opens. He wants to get that number, and I still think he can do it. I still think he's got a few good years left in him if he takes care of himself. Which he took the time off this time. He didn't rush into it. He took the time off to heal, which he's learned from the past, because his major thing was playing with a broken fucking leg and winning, the U.S. Open. So we'll see. That's all I have about that.
All right, Brian, you got anything for Tiger's return?
I didn't, to be honest, I didn't get a chance to watch any of it today, but it's great. It's great for the sport of golf. It's great for him, and it's even beneficial to Charlie. So, for him to finally be able to see his dad back, it's going to be a boost to him. But also in return, Charlie being happy makes Tiger happy. So, hopefully Kyle, hopefully he shoots 10 under tomorrow.
It can happen.
Hey, nobody said he can win the
hole,
Masters in 2019. So,
I mean,
other
than me, but yeah,
yeah.
fuck. He can be down, 15 on Sunday. I'm like, he could do it. He could do it. He's got a, birdie, eagle, birdie, ace, whatever. He could do it.
Right.
But this is tournament golf. This is from the tips, where you can't even play even when you want to, 7, 8, 9,000 fucking yards, and they're doing it from slopes that you've probably never played from, unless you played some crazy ass courses. But it is just something to see. That course is no picnic. It is very tight, and there are just so many different things that can go wrong with the hazards there. And if you notice, like, he does a full, like, almost 3/4 or yeah, 3/4 swing, even when he's like 10 feet off the fucking deck of the fringe, and it's still spins, hops, and he's only got like 30 feet to go. And it's just it's like chipping and putting on glass, spongy glass. It is insane. And the things that he can do with a golf ball just have always amazed me. I mean, I've watched him in his clinics take a putter and drive it fucking 300 yards. Blows my fucking mind. Forgive my mouth, but I can't help it.
As my great
A lot of
grandmother
talks
would
about
say,
balls and mouths over there.
because that's what you like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
As my great grandmother would say, let's watch Tigger Weeds. So
Okay.
that's what I'll start doing starting tomorrow. So
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, if you got
ESPN Plus.
yeah, ESPN Plus. That's how I was
I
watching
got it because it has to be bundled with Disney and Hulu. So
Yep.
Oh, really?
it is. Yeah, it's a bundle. So
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube?
what?
What is on
The
YouTube?
thingy.
No.
What is-
It's not on our YouTube. God
This
damn
is
it.
only on Disney Plus, the golf tournament?
No,
ESPN.
no,
Plus.
ESPN Plus.
ESPN
ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
I was like,
You just
Disney
talking about a
Plus.
bundle. I was talking about something else. Let it go. It's fine.
It might be on YouTube TV. I don't know.
Hey, I won't argue it. I'll find a way to
Michael,
watch it.
You know, it's not on this Prize Picks app. I can't do anything with golf, but you know what it is? They have darts on here. I could pick darts.
Oh, okay.
you can
Darts.
pick-
Should I start doing
Woo.
over under on darts?
I mean,
Sure. How
honestly,
many drinks have you had?
180s thrown. What does that even mean?
nobody knows. Do you have anything for
That's the point.
for this, Michael?
No, I think I'm just. Well, I mean, other than I just want to see. I think everybody said what I would have said already about this. So,
Yeah.
we just want to see Tiger do something. You know, go be successful and at least be close to the leaderboard, if not win it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I want
Um,
to see him. I just want to see
Close
him
to the top
succeed
of the
again.
leaderboard. Yes.
yeah. And with the PGA adversary, deal, with more or less encompassing and being the bigger people, so to say, and swallowing their adversary that caused some splashes last year. I feel like now that we've gotten that out of the clear, that it's going to help out a lot. Like there's going to be less bullshit that they're worrying about. Phil can play in matches without everybody cursing his name.
Yes.
I can't blame Phil for doing what he did. Would you take fucking
Yes.
30 million to
Yes.
just fucking play 5 rounds of golf? You're fucking right, you would.
I'd take
There
30
isn't a
million
single
to do a lot of
person
things.
Yes.
that I know or know of it even has money that wouldn't say no to that.
There's very
regardless
few
of where
things
the
I wouldn't
fucking money
do for
came from.
$30 million.
Right, like murder. That's pretty much it. Unless
Yeah,
it's a
going
bad
to
person.
jail. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm not
want to
going
go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever keeps me out of jail. But yeah, fuck,
I
I'd
could
do
tell
a fucking.
Never mind.
I'd do a 50-person real life PUBG battle royale for that kind of fucking money. I mean, if it was legal. But I'm just saying, you never know. But to play golf, a couple of rounds, and he was shunned left and fucking right. Oh, I can't say what that other thing. That will get me in trouble in other ways that we will talk about later. My point being is, even his sponsorship dropped him, and that sucks.
Have you
Yeah,
seen his
moving
new
on.
apparel? Have you seen his new
It's
line?
it's more urban, right?
It's just a tiger.
What does that mean?
Wait. Are we talking about Tiger or Phil?
Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about tiger.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, because Phil
Yeah.
was dropped from his
Oh, I gotcha.
company that
Well,
I can't say or talk about.
Well, Nike dropped Tiger, so that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. No, I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we all knew that he was going to do something else, but that was completely left field. I didn't know if he was going to fully go in with Monster or, make the jump to Adidas or, fully engulf TaylorMade like he has been, because they've been one of his main sponsors since he came back versus Nike, because, he's been playing with the different golf balls and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. So.
All right. So that was our golf talk
Phil,
for the month.
Real quick, Phil is
unless Tiger wins.
Unless Tiger wins,
we'll talk about it next week.
That'd be fair. I think is Tiger got FaZe Clan on his shit?
I do not know.
That's super weird.
But
all right, I'm done.
We are going to get into some sports news. There was a shooting at the Chiefs parade on Thursday, leaving 1 dead, and there was 21 injured.
Including 8 children, by the way.
Yes, I could not believe how many children.
Yeah.
And it was over a dispute over something. So, what in the world are people thinking? At a parade? What? Why? I don't get it.
And they detained them. They detained them.
Yeah.
They didn't kill them. They detained them.
Well, one of the 3 guys got tackled by just fans and just
Good.
held on the ground until the police came and arrested him.
Thank God.
So that's ballsy because I hear
Good for
shots
you.
fired. I'm out of there. I'm getting my kid and I'm out. You can watch me run because I'm
Each
not about to try to
situation's
jump on
different.
somebody.
You know, there's only so much you can do in that situation, but if you do have a clear way and a safe way to fucking deter it, I mean, it's
If
just.
you have a lunatic shooting at a parade, I don't.
Oh, I'm not
you know,
arguing that. If you have a clear, path to run, that's fine. But if you're cornered and there's not much you can do, I mean,
Well, yeah,
I'd
you're
rather
gonna fight or
fight
flight.
than
Yeah,
just
yeah, you
stand
gotta
there.
fight.
I mean,
yeah.
if I don't have a fucking choice. But yeah, I have no desire, especially if I'm my kids. I mean, I was talking to my mom about that. Like, think about when the Blues won. Like, I've just had a newborn. Like, I couldn't imagine there being a shooting when, the fucking Blues won. And that's not that far from Kansas City
Mm-hmm.
in comparison to, other sports towns. So it just blows my mind that now that's ruined by everyone in a sense, because next year, if they do win it, everyone will be talking about that, and you have to wonder if they'll even cancel
So
it. I
this
think
post,
it'd be un-American to do so, but at the same time, I respect it and get it.
this posed a question, at least in my mind. So what do they do going forward? Do they make parades a ticketed event now? And you have to purchase a ticket and you have to go through metal detectors before you can go to a parade?
And go through that area. I'd be okay with that
I mean,
if it keeps people alive.
I don't know.
I know they didn't really do anything for the Boston bombing situation.
how
the
long
marathon's
what could you
still
do?
going.
What could you
Well,
do?
no, I'm
Philly?
saying in the future, like.
Do you know how long the
Yeah,
parade?
but even then, what could you do?
Do you know how long the parade is in Philly? It goes down
No.
Broad Street, and Broad Street's long as fuck. It's long as fuck. There's no fucking way you'd be able to do that. The amount of people and setup it would take, it would at least triple the cost of doing the parade.
Right.
For
You
I
just
meant
be
like a
able to do a
celebratory thing.
You'd just
Like
be
a
able to do a
celebratory
main
thing in a
strip.
stadium. That's what I mean.
No,
like
they're
Oh,
not.
you could
no,
do-
They won't. They won't.
couldn't do that?
Replace the parade with a celebration in the stadium. Are you out of your
Or
mind?
the parking lot. You could do the
Philadelphia
parking lot.
fans would lose their shit.
Would you have a different mindset if all 8 of these kids died?
No.
It's tough, man. I don't
parade. So you're saying one parade out of how many parades have happened, and you should end them all?
No, I'm not saying
having
that at all.
security.
I'm not saying end it. I'm just saying do something different. Just do something different.
Have snipers set up at all the buildings.
Things, right?
Just
I mean,
at least
so if you do it inside of a
2
building,
snipers per city block.
So you're gonna okay. I mean, yeah, I guess you could.
I don't know.
When was the last time there
what
was a
else can you
shooting
do?
inside of a football stadium?
There's metal
I
detectors
think-
and shit. I mean,
Well,
There's
actually,
more
that's
than
that's what I'm saying. That's what
only
I'm
a
saying,
fraction of
though.
the amount of people
Oh.
who want to be there. There was over 1 million people at this parade. The stadium only holds
Yeah,
at most
I got it.
100,000.
No,
That's
I got it.
10% of the people that
yeah,
want to go see this.
Just cancel
I
all the parades.
understand.
I got it. We'll clip that.
I don't know.
It's the sickness talking. I understand.
Yeah. Hey man, it could have happened here if the Niners won.
Yeah, it
doesn't
probably
matter.
would've-
It happened anywhere.
Yeah.
Have
would they do it? Would they
Would
do-
have higher
lick a
chance
stick.
probably.
Would they do it
Have a lick of
in
stick.
Santa Clara, or would they do it in San Francisco?
No, they would have done it in SF. I probably wouldn't have been as close. That's like 40 miles.
They'd have been
You would just have
throwing
people,
cow pies at everybody.
Yeah, you would just have people shitting in the streets.
Hence the throwing of the cow pies.
No,
Shitting
no
in
one.
the streets.
they-
Yeah, I got the
they
reference.
Push all
I'm
those
not,
people. They
dumb
push all
dumb.
those people to the side when it's.
I act like a dum dum,
Oh,
but I'm not a
that's
dum
okay.
dum. Unless you got gum
Mm.
gum.
Well, you say the obvious thing.
No
Anyway,
shit.
Moving on to the NBA. I think it was yesterday that the Pistons Isaiah Stewart arrested after he punched Eubanks outside
This
the
fucking
stadium.
guy.
I mean,
That's the first I've heard of this.
yeah, he got arrested for it, booked or not booked. He got released after he got cited.
Oh, he got released from the team. Ouch.
No. Released from
release from custody.
From custody.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm like, damn.
No bullshit. You are 8 up, bro.
He's gonna get suspended, but I don't know if he's gonna get released.
Yeah, I mean, if Green can do what he can do, there's no shot that he would be released that quickly.
See, this is way different to me.
Though.
This is way different to me than the Green situations because
Green does it all the time.
Green does it during the game.
Yeah,
it's
fair.
different. It's different when it's not during the game.
You're
and by the way,
allowed to
Draymond had some karma come to him last night.
He talked about my mama. What am I supposed to do?
There's lights and cameras on. It's legal.
Yeah, I think
Don't talk
this
about my
punishment
mama.
will probably be worse, right, Brian?
Yeah, he'll be done the rest of the season. He's
Okay.
gone.
That's what
I mean, probably will get released.
What did he do
right?
to deserve it, though? That's what I want to know. Like, what did he do? Did he
This
fuck
is
his
the
mother?
same guy. This is the same guy that I think it was last season that him and LeBron got into it in a game, and he just lost his mind because he was bleeding because he caught an elbow from LeBron. I think it was an elbow, and he was bleeding, and he just lost his mind and tried to attack LeBron after the fact. Blood just pouring down his face, and it didn't matter who was holding him back. He was just trying to attack him. So this actually doesn't surprise me. If Draymond did something like this, obviously it wouldn't surprise us, But I think he's done. I think he's done for the rest of the year. The Pistons suck anyway.
They're terrible.
So it's
It might be a good idea to bench him.
Well, it might be a better idea to keep him playing. It's more punishment to play for that organization right now than it is to sit on the sideline.
You're not wrong.
Kind of like the owner for who was it that threw the beer on somebody?
Oh, he threw the drink.
Oh,
the Jags
Tepper. David
Panthers.
Tepper. David
Yeah,
Tepper.
For the
he didn't lose
Panthers.
his job, though.
Panthers, yeah.
Panthers, Jags.
He's a fucking piece of shit. And guess what? He got fined by the NFL, and I guarantee you that fan did not see a dime of that money.
And
No.
NFL needs to purge some owners. They need to
Bless
have
you.
a higher standard. I know you guys are billionaires and you think you can do anything, but man, yeah, some of those guys need to be held accountable. Some of them are nice philanthropists, or at least appear to be that way. But then there's David Tepper and the Commanders' former owner.
Yeah, thank God he's out. Dan Snyder.
Dude, that dude was weird.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. So we
I
can.
swear that was a front.
We'll stick with the NBA, and Brian's Lakers are looking pretty good lately. How you feeling about them right now? I think they're doing pretty well. I think the whole LeBron trade helped.
6-1
Motivation.
6-1 since LeBron's cryptic tweet of the hourglass. So, it's the one loss that they had was to the Nuggets. I mean, it's the Nuggets. Yeah. You can't fault that. They've also beaten some bad teams.
And they beat the best team in the NBA.
It's not well, we all saw that coming, but
nah, watch your mouth.
But
all right, I'm done with the compliments.
I will
the
Western
Lakers.
Conference Finals.
You pushed it.
I will say that it makes it's amazing how a trade deadline, when nothing happens, how it can motivate a team. And I saw that motivation in clear form last night when the Lakers beat the Jazz. LeBron did not play, and history was actually made last night. It's the first time 2 Laker teammates have scored 35 or more in the same game since Kobe and Shaq. And that was AD and Rui Hachimura. So Rui had 36, AD had 37, and they're looking solid. I want to see them play. Can they do this against the top tier teams though? That's what I want to see. I'm not going to jump to any. Oh my God, it's now they're going to the finals. I'm not, it's a long way till then.
Yeah.
But not the Jets.
We got the All-Star break coming up this weekend, so
you're turning around
All-Star
early,
game.
though, so it's
that's why
good.
we're watching Machine Gun Kelly right now on the basketball. Okay.
Yeah, so there was an NBA game tonight, I believe. It's the last one before
I think there was
the
3 tonight.
All-Star break.
Was there? Okay.
Jazz,
I was just thinking
Warriors,
Bucks,
Grizzlies, Bucks. I don't
Yeah,
know
Bucks
what the
played
other
last
two are.
night.
Warriors, Jazz, and Timberwolves, Trailblazers.
Yeah, I
They're all
saw
on right
I
now.
saw a thing for the Bucks Grizzlies.
Yeah, because it's on
tonight,
Yeah.
so
TNT.
yeah.
Yep.
So
And HBO.
I just assumed that was the only game. But yeah, All-Star Weekend. Obviously, All-Star Weekend is a big thing for older players, even though LeBron's going to be participating in the All-Star game. It's
Yeah,
not a full
buddy.
game, so it's really
Yeah, but it's gonna
really
be
just
fun.
a quarter of a game.
It's gonna be fun though.
Yeah, back to the original
Format.
original way, East versus West. So
Yeah, buddy.
I am kind of upset that Steph's not going to be a starter. That would have been fun to watch. But
Is he
I'm
playing?
sure him and
I think they'll
LeBron
play.
will
I
have a
think
lot
they'll.
of
I think they'll play together.
on-court time. Yeah, oh yeah, they'll play.
They'll play together. They'll show
Yeah.
what could have been with the trade.
What
Or
could
you
have
just
been?
or you just send Steph to the Lakers.
What could have been? See, so apparently, in that trade, so there was a trade. Apparently, the Warriors reached out to the Lakers at the trade deadline, wanting LeBron, and apparently the Lakers wanted Kuminga in exchange with Klay Thompson. And the way Kuminga has been playing right now, the Warriors weren't going to give him up. So,
I think that would have been a hell of a trade.
I mean, you have the greatest shooter of all time in NBA history paired up with arguably the best passer in NBA history. So, I'd take that.
Yeah, it's a scary.
That's, I mean, you lose Klay, which is a huge loss.
Yeah, but you get LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, and you lose Kuminga. I don't know. Maybe they can get it worked out in the offseason. Who knows?
I still think it'll happen.
But like I
still
said,
think they play together before LeBron retires.
the Lakers have looked good against bad teams, and earlier in the year they have not looked good against bad teams. So, we'll see. They beat obviously they beat the Celtics. That's obviously a big win, but LeBron wasn't there, so you can't really judge them off LeBron-less games.
Because we didn't try.
They beat the Knicks. They were hurt that game. They beat the Hornets. They beat the Pelicans, Pistons, and Jazz. None of those teams are like, oh my God,
Pelicans
great
are all
victory.
right. Pelicans
Yeah,
are all right.
They're underrated in my opinion.
Zion had over 30 in that game, so
Cheeseburgers?
Yes. He gets a cheeseburger per point he scores.
Or Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, Cheeseburger Eddie.
Yeah.
If this can progress, I like obviously the way it looks, but again, let me see it against good teams. I need to see that first.
All right, getting back to the NFL. The 49ers fired their defensive coordinator like we talked about earlier, Steve Wilkes. This seems kind of like, I don't know, scapegoaty. What do you all think?
Witch hunting?
It's a dick move.
100%, but
It's
he'll
a
get
dick move.
Somewhere else. He's good. I mean, he had one of the best defenses in the NFL all year long. I mean,
except for the one, he held them to what he held them to for those 4 quarters until the 16 points up until the end of the fourth. I mean, that's pretty fucking impressive.
Did lose to the Vikings.
Well, they had the MVP at the time.
Oh yeah, the Vikings did.
So
that's true.
Yeah, you're all stupid.
Yeah, I agree with you, Michael. This is definitely just someone to blame. I mean, he's only been there a year, right? He took over after D'Amico Ryans left to be the Texans.
D'Amico.
That's a dumb move.
It is a dumb move. I agree.
But when's the blame going to be put on Shanahan?
Or the players?
That's what I was saying. Like
Shanahan should be on him.
He's on the hot seat next year.
He's lost 3 Super Bowls after being up double digits.
That's pretty impressive.
Now,
Yeah, because didn't he lose it with Jimmy?
No, he lost. He was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons
Yep.
when they blew the 28-3 lead against Tom Brady. All you had to do was run the football, and he kept throwing the football. That's on
Idiot.
him. He's in full control of that offense, and you blow that. Now, somebody can make the argument, well, he lost all 3 Super Bowls. He played against the 2 top quarterbacks in league history. Okay, you can make that argument. But, again, you got to get it done. I mean,
He is
have double
0-3
digit leads.
versus Mahomes and
Oh,
Brady.
that was when he worked. That was when he worked for Quinn, right?
Yeah.
He
Falcons,
lost
right?
Mahomes
Okay.
twice and Brady once. So
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is pretty tough.
That's rough.
I know, but
Imagine if he'd have
You're-
just won one. He'd be 1 for 2 or
it'd be
1 and
different.
2.
honestly, if you're
It'd be
allowed to
different if he
pass
didn't
to
have
losing,
double-digit leads
those
in all
might
those
be.
games.
Yeah, that is a problem that you did have a lead in those games. So you
Double-digit
definitely
leads.
you had a chance to lock it in, and you didn't.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we'll see how they are next year. They're already the Super Bowl favorites.
I thought the 49ers were, right?
49ers,
Yeah,
yeah.
the 49ers. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll stick with the NFL. We'll go with the Chiefs are inking Spagnuolo to a huge extension. He's just gonna
Spagnuolo.
stay a coordinator. That's where he wants to be. Let him be that. He's really good at it. Let him keep doing it.
Getting them rings. Keep getting them rings.
Hey, man,
Sucks to
if
be a
you
Chargers
just
He didn't
fan.
do great with the
take care of
Rams.
your
He was
job,
terrible.
you got Mahomes on the other side.
He was
Yeah.
terrible as the Rams coach. He's not a head coach, but a coordinator, he is scary. Like,
Oh, speaking of coordinators,
the man
did you
knows
guys-
his shit.
Did you guys see who's rumored to be Steve Wilkes' replacement? I've heard it more than a couple places.
It's
Who?
not Mike Zimmer.
Fucking good old
Anthony Lynn?
Staley.
No,
Staley,
no,
yeah.
no shot.
Mm.
No shot. No shot.
I mean, it
As
sounds like
Brian
there
would
is a
say,
shot.
no shot. That would be the dumbest shit. Like,
They
that would
just
be as
did
dumb as
something
being a
stupid,
Chargers
like-
fan.
Like getting rid of Steve Wilkes after one season.
I'd take him back in a heartbeat over Staley.
I mean, he did coach a Super Bowl defense in Los Angeles Rams, technically.
Losing, but yeah.
Yeah, so the Chiefs are set for a little while with defense.
But why
I feel
wouldn't
bad. Feel bad
mean,
for
I
Mahomes is 28. He just
Right.
won his 3rd ring.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why leave?
you do everything you can to keep that defense stacked,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
there's
Keep
nobody
Jones.
better. There's nobody better than Spags as a defensive coordinator.
Not right now.
And you know what? It really upsets me that the Packers already have their defensive coordinator, because I'd love to have Steve Wilkes in there as a defensive coordinator, But I think it's a great thing for him to stay.
Did Zimmer land in Dallas? Did they make up their mind
I
on
think
that?
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that's kind of weird to me. One-eyed Zimmer.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Cause he said that he's not going to change anything. He's going to stick with the old ways, the ways of his defense. So we'll be
Prevent dipshit.
we'll get back to the pretty decent defense, I would think. He was a pretty good defensive coordinator in Cincinnati before he went to the Vikings and ruined our team. But
Yep.
I mean he did pretty well. He did pretty well, but not like gets to the Super Bowl well. So speaking of the NFC North, the Bears released veteran Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair. Looks like they're salary dumping for the offseason.
Yep.
They're getting ready for free agency.
A trade up maybe in the draft or no?
Straight up, they have the number 1 pick.
They have number 1 pick.
Oh, the
yeah.
Bears.
they've
Sorry,
been
I thought you said the Commanders.
Dismantling that good defense piece by piece, man. Roquan Smith was last year.
Robert
then you
Quinn.
got Eddie Jackson. Yeah.
You think they're going all in on offense?
No, they're just trying to get. They want to restart They're doing
Yeah.
a full teardown.
Full
They're
wipe,
they're
full
getting
wipe.
rid of all the veterans, the overpaid
Yeah,
veterans.
Yeah, they're gonna go with the Chiefs method,
I
Moneyball.
feel like Chargers might be doing something similar, but they not fully because they got to keep the team winnable with Herbert.
So
Well,
what's
yeah,
a
you
good
don't have Staley.
what's a good fit for Jackson? Who y'all see a good fit for him?
I don't see him staying in the NFC North, but if he did,
No, probably not.
I could see him in Jacksonville.
He's gonna go where he's needed.
We're
it's
asked
hard to
to.
predict where defensive
Whoever gives
players.
him the
Yeah.
money.
He's a good. Yeah, you just got to look at cap situations and team needs.
Sure.
There's a lot.
Show me the money.
And he's still probably got a
You
little
go
bit
where
left in
you
the
get
tank.
paid. I'd say a couple years.
And Cody Whitehair
little-
probably got a little bit left in the tank. I mean, he was a Pro Bowler. He wasn't terrible. I mean, you can probably get him for a lot cheaper than he was before this. Just like Eddie Jackson, you probably get him on pretty low.
What do you mean,
Good
like
value.
$5 million?
Something like that. I don't know. Just not whatever they were
5,
making
10 mil,
before.
yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
they
yeah,
saved
yeah.
21
Not like
million
their
just-
heyday.
Just by cutting them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you guys see Navarro Bowman's the linebackers coach for the Chargers?
Oh, that's
Mhm.
that's
and
pretty awesome.
And we just hired Mark Tressman, former Bears head coach, as the offensive assistant.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
Okay. He's bringing in the
They're-
big
Our
guns.
our coaching staff is really.
It sounds like you have
looking
Jim
nice.
Harbaugh or something.
Yeah, he knows who to hire. Like, what the heck? I've never gotten
Must be
excited
so
about
exciting for
assistant
you.
coach, assistant coaching hires. Getting excited about it. That's not something Chargers fans do.
They go
What's
5
going
and
on?
12
Is he
next year.
bringing any of his Michigan ways?
I mean, if it
Deflategate
means wins,
number
I
2.
hope so. Yeah, I
Man,
hope we
cheating-
have. I hope we
cheating
have.
wins
I hope,
games, just
I hope
ask
we
the
have somebody
Patriots.
scouting. Yeah, you're not trying if you're not cheating, according to Bill
Right?
Belichick.
Right? Strategy.
So, getting over to NCAA basketball, we had Detroit Mercy in their losing streak of 27 games. I think they were 0-26 before this game. So now they're 1-26. I was looking at the spread before the game actually, and they were
We just lose
favored.
Craig.
So whenever I see that, I'm like, I want to take the underdog, and I did not bet it. So I didn't bet that game, and Detroit Mercy did end up winning. Pretty crazy
Oh,
that they
man.
were they that's their first win.
They pulled it off.
Yeah, pretty crazy that a team still didn't have a win this late in the season, even though Louisville probably could have been right there as well. All right, so in May we are getting a full reveal for the new EA Sports College Football 25, and it is going to be coming this summer. What do you boys think? Excited?
It's you
Better
can't
than
get excited
nothing.
anymore. I mean,
It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. I'm glad it's fine. There's something locked in, but I mean, it's just been a long, painful tease for over a decade, and yeah, it's been a long 11 years. I mean,
Yeah.
what were we doing 11 years ago?
Playing on 360s.
Living my best life.
Yeah.
We all had different lives 11
About
years
to make
ago.
my
have
worst
kids.
decision in life.
Yeah, that's fair.
We were still seamen.
Should have never moved out
I
of
was
my
not
dad's
seaman.
basement.
I was a petty
I'm
officer.
just kidding. I'm joking. I meant obviously after her name, but yes, I was a
Oh
petty
yeah,
officer,
I
so
was a seaman.
a seaman.
A seaman, not a seaman.
Love semen.
Love seaman.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I hope we're able to play some online Dynasty, and I
That's
can take the Oregon Ducks to a couple national championships.
Nah,
No
you can't
quitting
get-
over one loss.
Can't get through PSU.
Oh man,
Yeah, you can.
our
Just drop the
NIL
soap.
money is going to be ridiculous with Nike. Come on, Making it rain.
Penn State's taking it all away.
Louisville.
Are you gonna be Louisville?
Probably Georgia, but still. Louisville or Georgia.
Brian's gonna be Kentucky State.
Bama. Oh,
Kentucky State.
Yeah, Western
All
Kentucky.
right, if he's gonna be Kentucky, I'm being Louisville.
EKU.
Oh no, I'm just
EKU?
kidding, guys. I'm
EKU
gonna be
and
my
WKU?
alma mater. I'm gonna be the San Jose State Spartans.
It's the only
Oh,
time
I can't be Harvard.
The only time Kentucky will go undefeated in the SEC.
This is
in
with a
football.
user game played in the
Yep.
yeah. You'll just lose the last game against me.
Right. Sure. Just like it was projected this year.
I can't speak for those fuck ups.
Hey,
Okay,
well,
I
I'll be
wasn't
able
on
to
the
make
field.
the-
That piece of shit quarterback is not playing for me.
We'll all be able to make the playoffs too.
I know,
Yep.
with Kyle's 2 losses, that's great.
12
will fucking
team
end you.
playoffs. So
I will hack into your shit right now, bro.
all right. Do you guys have anything else for tonight?
4 guys,
Kyle?
1 cup.
You got anything?
Snoochie Boochies. Really looking forward to that game. Let's see, Sunday, the Sunday All-Star game.
8 p.m.
Well,
Yeah, we'll
obviously
preview
looking
it
forward
on
to.
Saturday.
We'll
Yep.
be live during the dunk contest.
Congrats
do a
to
live.
Caitlin Clark
Live
for
reactions for that.
breaking the
Yeah,
women's.
she broke a point thing. Yeah, great.
Caitlin Clark. Congratulations, Caitlin Clark. We talked
Yep,
about women's
yep,
basketball today.
Yep, there you go. You did it.
Hey,
you did it.
Honestly, you think of all basketball
Iowa.
players, she's probably the most known basketball player in college sports right now. Right?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Name 3
nobody,
others.
there's not a nationally relevant men's player that's like doing stuff like she is right now. So pretty famous in terms of college basketball.
Anywho,
She'd score 4 points against the guys, but yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
except for them logo 3s.
Yeah,
and the
okay.
smaller,
We can
and
stop
the
talking
smaller,
about women's
and the,
basketball. Sorry.
and the
That was longer
smaller
than-
basketball. Yeah. Anyway, you fucked me up. Oh yeah, the EA game. I hope that it's not like it was for the previews, like when you did the My Player or whatever, and it was just like they just slapped ESPN stuff over, the Madden game, and just I just hope it has that shuffle, whatever Wildcat specialty thing they're doing now. I know it's not Wildcat, but you know what I mean, the triple option or all that shit. All those kind of plays. I hope they integrate all that, and it's just really awesome.
All right, Michael, you got anything?
Baseball news. Just there's a couple big name free agents that are still remaining, and pitchers are already reporting. So it's just
Yeah, it's getting a little
one
late.
room where Blake Snell, Cy Young winner, Cy Young, former Padre, hasn't signed yet. I don't think. Padres are definitely not in the mix here, but it says the Yankees, Angels, Giants, Red Sox, Cubs, Phillies, Mariners, all have been linked to him. So
Wow.
it's like, I don't know. I guess he's got a lot of offers to choose from, or I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why these teams are taking so long. Training camp's here. You just figured get the guy on your team already. But that's about it in the baseball world.
Yeah, they all
Kinda
report
weird.
soon, don't they? Like
No,
next
they're already
week?
there. Pitchers reported last weekend. They've been there
Or
for a week.
I think St. Louis reported Sunday because they didn't care until Sunday, the 11th. Yeah,
I think most of the players will be there by the beginning of next week, though.
it's Jupiter and what's the other place?
Arizona. Peoria,
Arizona and Jupiter, Florida, Arizona. Yeah, Cardinals always go to Arizona.
Yeah, some people make it an annual tradition and go there.
Yeah, I watched
for a week and watch games.
that Red Sox movie, Fever Pitch, the other day, and it reminded me of that. He's like, "What do you do for a living?" He's like, "I mold young minds." He's just fucking hammered. Jimmy Fallon, the baseball movie, Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore, which coincidentally they were filming during the time that they fucking broke the curse, which was fucking nuts against my fucking team. But they're also my American League team, so it works out. But yeah, I love that movie.
Brian, you got anything else?
I'm looking forward to NBA All-Star Weekend. This is one of my favorite times of the year, especially this year with the revamped of the actual All-Star game. So back to the East versus West. Friday night, 7 p.m. ESPN is the All-Star Celebrity Game. I know I mentioned this a couple episodes ago. This is Stephen A. Smith is coaching a team, and Shannon Sharp is coaching the other team. So it'll be interesting what kind of antics they get into. 8 p.m. on Saturday night, TNT. Obviously, 3-point contest. There's a new contest. It is Sabrina versus Steph in a 3-point contest.
But what's the difference? They're not using the same balls, are they?
They are
not. Are they using the same 3-point line? They are not.
They're using a 20. I think it's 29 feet and something. I believe.
29 feet?
Yeah.
That's far as fuck.
Well, they're distance shooters. Yeah.
Are they using a expanded?
It might be like a challenge thing. There might be like challenge. Let's see.
You said Steph and Sabrina?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're shooting. She's shooting from the WNBA line. He's shooting from the NBA line. I'm pretty sure.
Curry will shoot from the NBA 3-point line with NBA basketballs, and then she'll shoot from the WNBA line with her basketball.
So it's not fair. It's not a fair contest.
But it does say each.
I mean, it's not. It's not fair.
Each regular 3-pointer made will be valued at $1,000. The money ball at $2,000, and the Starry, which is the sponsor, the drink, range ball, is the deep 3-pointer from 29 feet and 9 inches.
I think they should have to use a EuroLeague ball with NBA 3 line. The end.
So just to put this in perspective, I know the seasons are different, length of seasons, but
it was like a third.
Last season, Sabrina set the WNBA record with 128 made threes in the season. Obviously, the season's shorter. It's not the same amount of games. Steph averages almost 500 a season. It's just it's different.
We can't. We literally just cannot. Compare it.
I know. Compare.
I know, but
it's not comparable.
If there's no way Steph can lose this. There's no way.
I mean, he can because he's using an NBA ball, and she is not. She's shooting from shorter. He is shooting from longer. How is that? I just take gender out of this. Take gender completely out of it. Why?
He's 6'3". I mean, how tall is she?
So?
But we're just not in a vacuum, but just
how are you really speaking, saying that because she's
bigger, stronger, faster? It's just
if they are so good at 3-point shooting, she should be able to shoot an NBA ball and shoot from the NBA line.
They're good at 3-point shooting from their range.
It's not even comparable to the NBA.
I know. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, let Steph shoot from her range. See what happens.
Okay, I'm okay with that too. I just want equality. Why can't we have equality?
I get it. No, I get it.
If we're saying it's a contest, the contest rules should be even for everyone.
We've said this before, or at least I've said this before. If there was equality opportunities in sports, there would be 0 women. 0. Basketball, there definitely
major
be 0.
Sports. I would say major sports.
Major sports, yes. Baseball, football, soccer, and basketball. It just there wouldn't be any. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is a good contest. I like the idea of the contest.
Yeah, and then obviously you have the dunk contest that follows that. And then obviously Sunday night, 8 p.m. TNT is the actual All-Star game. So, looking forward to all of that. And yeah, that's my last thing.
All right. So I do have one last thing. It actually has to do with what you're wearing, Brian. I was looking through the DraftKings for teams to make the NCAA Final Four, and Kentucky is a plus 650 right now to make the Final Four. So if anyone's wanting to throw a few bucks down, Kentucky. I know I'm going to put a few bucks down that Kentucky's going to make the Final Four because I think they will.
So
And I'm definitely
just
not
my
trying
opinion,
to jinx them. What's
no,
up?
my opinion on them as a team, they have a Final Four caliber offense. They lead the nation in points per game. But their defense is not a Final Four defense. So, when it comes time to tournament time, your offense is gonna downgrade a little bit because the defenses are much tougher. And if you can't play defense, that's not a good thing.
Championships.
Well,
So,
I don't think they're winning a championship.
No, I did put a bet at the beginning of the season before the season started for Kentucky to win the national championship at a plus 1800. So,
Jesus.
I'm curious on what the odds are for them to win it this year or at this point in time.
I can tell you right now, as soon as I find it on, they are plus 2,500.
Holy shit! So it's even more.
It's
Yes.
yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Okay.
dude! Put $1 down for me on that one.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah,
Put
not
some more
bad.
money down.
$1 bet, y'all. I should have used one of those free $20 bets for that. Damn.
I don't know about that.
That would have
but
been money.
that would have been
money.
a waste.
Money.
All right. Well, this was the Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast for Brian, Kyle, and Michael, myself. Thank you for listening. We will be back on Saturday night during the dunk contest with live reactions, sports news, and more. Thanks for listening. Bye.